Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Number 5.
Oh, it's a long Showbiz Top 5 today.
Let's do it.
So much going on. Y'all just sit back and relax and let me do all the talking.
Sit back, relax, and let Kelly do it to you in your ear hole.
Or that. All right, Cara DiGuardi. Were you worried about her career suffering after, the American Idol the judgeship being stripped away from her?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, she's got a new TV gig.
Okay.
Very familiar territory. Bravo launching a reality competition for singer-songwriters. And Cara's going to be the head judge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's in charge.
And Jewel is going to act as the Ryan Seacrest of the show. She'll be hosting.
Jewel?
Getting the, doing the commentary with the competitors, giving them feedback and things like that. They're going to have some other singer-songwriter service guest judges. I don't know who's going to be the permanent panel just yet.
Okay.
The show's going to be on next year. But it's called Going Platinum.
Okay.
And it's going to follow 12 musicians as they compete in songwriting challenges, and then they have to perform them. And unlike America, with American Idol, America has been typically getting it wrong lately, obviously. So they're going to let the judges decide who's the bestest.
Okay.
So the winner gets the winner gets $100,000, a publishing deal, and a recording deal. And the money's all in the publishing. So this is a huge competition.
Okay, cool.
Number 4.
All right, now, me personally, I loved Kel on Earth. It followed Kelly Kraddick, who has the People's Revolution public relations firm.
The mean lady from the hills.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I was one of the few because it didn't do really that great ratings-wise with Bravo. So there's some talk that the show's being canceled. She was hitting around. She might be going back to MTV because she did appear on The Hills, The City, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, I loved Kel on Earth. And if you watch the show, her assistant's name was Andrew, who's that tall, skinny guy with long hair that always wore dresses. Really out there. His parents, super loaded. But he was super loaded, but worked for Kelly as his assistant. She said the reality show inflated his ego to the point where he cared more about being a TV personality than being her assistant and getting her coffee and things like that. That was beneath him. She said he was standing outside People's Revolution handing out pictures of himself along with little fact sheets on what he was wearing that day. She said that's it and fired him.
Okay. Wow.
So even if the show comes back, it will be without Andrew. However, he is pitching his own reality show to E! A very interesting character, although he annoyed me. I will say this, a gay man that annoys me, that's hard to do, but he was one of them.
Number 3.
All right, during filming of The Real Housewives of New Jersey this week, there was a huge fight at the baby's christening we told you about involving Teresa's family.
Yes.
She and her brother, who was hosting the dinner in honor of his son's christening, got into an argument, and Joe ended up punching his brother-in-law, or so we thought. Radar Online says they found out Joe didn't even throw a punch. It was his mother.
Whoa.
Joe's mother's the feisty one. One eyewitness says it wasn't for lack of trying, though. Well, Joe and the brother-in-law, Joey Gorga, Teresa's brother, they did get into a huge fight. Joe did try to take a swing at him, but there were so many people holding him back that he never made contact. So Joe's mom, she picked up some object off the table and she rushed Joey's wife, Melissa, and her sisters, and one of the sisters' husbands ended up getting the punch. So everybody who was there says this was really all Teresa's fault because she couldn't handle the fact the attention wasn't on her, so she had to make it about her, and it ended up with the entire family getting into this brawl.
Number 2.
Now, in a huge shocker, even though she did get the second highest score from the judges on Monday night, Audrina Patridge was eliminated last night from Dancing with the Stars. Her dancing partner Tony Dovolani, he was really upset to the point of almost being angry, saying the judges were making comments that swayed the viewers not to vote for Audrina, questioning her character and things like that. You know, she was not an actress. She was kind of dead in the face. I mean, she really was. But he thinks that it was unfair, even though she got the second highest score. The judges made people not vote for her anyway. Life goes on for Audrina because, in fact, today VH1's expected to announce a new reality show that follows her around Hollywood. She says the show's about my family, me, and everything you've always wondered about.
I don't think anybody's
Has anybody wondered what Audrina Patridge has been doing, honestly?
No.
So anyway, is this that one that Mark Burnett's producing? I don't know. I might at least just check it out. Tony, in the meantime, her dancing partner, he is going to keep himself busy because he and Maxime Chermosky, the other, that the other straight guy that dances on the show.
Right.
The bad
They're
boy.
opening their own dance studio in Hollywood, and Audrina thinks she's going to get her girlfriends and go take classes there.
Not a bad idea.
Number 1.
Okay, so here's the biggest news in Hollywood that actually happened in New York City. About 2 o'clock yesterday morning, police responded to a disturbance call in a hotel room at the Plaza, one of the swankiest hotels in New York, and they found a naked and crazy-eyed Charlie Sheen, who had just torn his hotel room apart because he accused this prostitute he brought back with him of stealing his wallet and cell phone. So he was tearing the place apart trying to find it. The prostitute, in the meantime, who was also naked, which makes this a much more interesting story, don't you think? She was hiding in a closet. She's the one that called the hotel security and said, he's going to kill me. And they called the regular old police. So anyway, she told police Charlie'd been doing cocaine. So he's standing there out of his mind. They say, okay, Charlie, you got an option. Go to jail or go to the hospital. Duh, he chose hospital. His ex-wife, Denise Richards, she went with him. She and Charlie were on vacation together, not staying in the same room. They did a family vacation for the sake of their daughters, who really wanted to go to New York, wanted to see some Broadway plays and things. She was staying on the same floor as Charlie and heard all the commotion, woke up and came out to see what was going on.
Wow.
So she ended up going to the hospital. Interesting, this happened 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday. She went on Howard Stern's radio show later that same morning, never mentioned what happened. She just told Howard, it's been a really interesting trip. A lot of interesting things have happened.
Wow.
You know how mad he is that he didn't get the scoop out of her?
Right.
She'll probably never be asked back. But anyway, Radar Online's reporting the hospital says Charlie did test positive for cocaine. His manager, however, says, that's hilarious. Everybody knows Charlie isn't doing cocaine. He had an allergic reaction to medication. This is ridiculous. Whatever. But the interesting part is he's on probation for the domestic violence abuse of his wife back at Christmas, his now ex-wife.
So he could go to jail.
He only had like a week left of this probation, too.
Oh, man.
But they say he's been doing cocaine for weeks and partying that just finally all, came to a real big head last night. He could go to jail. Denver authorities say we have to wait and see if any criminal charges are filed. They can't just pick him up on hearsay from what People Magazine and Radar Online are reporting.
So anyway. Since the dancers, after they get kicked off of Dancing with the Stars, are thinking about opening up a dance studio, shouldn't the people that are on drugs trying to get off open up a rehab center?
Yeah. So anyway, Charlie got out of the hospital. He flew back on a private jet to L.A. His manager says, the allergy reaction has apparently worn off, and he does plan on reporting for duty. He's filming a cameo in a friend's movie, a little small film this week as a favor, and then Tuesday he has every intention of showing up for work for 2.5 Men. And another source says he's going to go ahead and quietly check into rehab, but he always goes on an outpatient basis where he spends the night in rehab, but he goes out during the day and does whatever he wants. Yeah, that's really commitment to the cause right there.
Party during the day.
So just a huge old mess involving Charlie Sheen, and that is your Showbiz Top 5.
Check out more blogs, pics, videos, and celebrity gossip, all at KidLive.com. KidLive.com.